This is Ty. Thank you so much for joining and locking in and tuning in to Her Story by Refocus. We have amazing women with amazing story. We're going to feature these women each month, so stay tuned. There's more to come.
I'm Brittainee Brown-Collins. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I came to Statesboro in 2007 for school and never left. So I might as well say I'm a local now. I met my wonderful husband here in Statesboro, and that's probably why we have not left. We got married on February the 7th, 2015. And we just had this beautiful plan of getting married, we had jobs, having kids, but 2 months later we found out I had breast cancer. So we went through sickness and health really quick, and it was a long journey. I ended up having a bilateral mastectomy. That just basically means half my boob is gone, and it was chemo. I think the thing about that journey was losing my hair. Before I had chemo, I had really long hair that I really loved, and literally washing your hair one day and it matted up into these horrible like dreads that we couldn't comb or nothing. We just literally had to take the scissors to them. That was one of the hardest moments. Going through chemo, it wasn't that bad. We prayed a lot, and I was happy that God made a smooth process. There were some days that were tough. We like to call it day 3. Day 3 was always bad. I used to say I felt like I got hit by a truck, because everything in your body hurts. But it wasn't that bad. Okay. And then we had surgery, and then we had radiation. And radiation is just like sitting in the sun all day. So your skin changes colors. So going through a cancer journey with a newlywed, it put a lot of strain on our marriage, but what would have separated us, all it did was bring us closer. We came together and just was honest on how we were feeling. And that's when I already knew he was the one, but it was like a double yes. If you can make it through cancer journey 2 months after being married, then I think we're good for the long haul. Now after the journey of cancer was trying to figure out who I was, because when you go through cancer you lose so much. Lost self-esteem, because now I have what I consider a watermelon and a cantaloupe. You have all these scars, your hair's growing back. I had to thank my mother that she did shape my head, because I was really scared about having a bald head. I didn't know what my head actually looked like underneath my hair. So it was great to know that she did shape my head. Parents, please shape your child's head. So learning who I was. I did smile, and I had a lot of joy through the journey, but you still notice something is just not there. When you go through something, I was only, what, 26 when I got diagnosed, and it wasn't genetic. It was basically environmental. So I had every doctor shocked that we were even going through it. But through it all, we made it through. And we decided, okay, we got that. I lost my job. Like right after I finished all my treatment. So that was a really big slap, because we had to go live, a married couple had to go live with some of our friends. But thank God we got back on our feet. I decided to stop working for other people and work for myself. So I opened up an at-home daycare. Just something that I love. Those kids drive me crazy every day. I love every last one of them. Some of them I've had since they were like 6 weeks, so straight out almost. I've had them, which is amazing feeling to watch them grow and develop and be like, hey, I had a part of that. So after that, my husband started having health issues. He had developed high blood pressure. Shortly after we got married, basically when we got health insurance and was finally able to go to the doctor, we started seeing the high blood pressure. And we didn't know where it came from. Of course, he's African American, so they just say it's genetic. But they would keep giving him medicine, but it wasn't working. So one day he just got a flu. Well, we thought it was a flu or an infection. Anyway, we went to the doctor and they did a full scan and found out he had a tumor on his adrenal gland. And that was actually what was causing all the issues he had. Well, in that process, Hurricane Irma came around. And inside of Hurricane Irma, my husband had been gone for like 2 weeks. So when he got back, I was super excited to see him fill in the blank. So one day I was like, I just don't feel right. So I was like, I'm gonna go get a test. And I was sitting here taking a pregnancy test. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I know I'm not pregnant. You know, all the doctors said that we tried to protect my ovaries, but there was no guarantee. We should have been pregnant by now. Sure enough, test came back positive. And then I took another one. And I just went up to my husband and was like, just put them on the table. And I was like, oh, I need to make a doctor's appointment. And he was clueless as to what I was talking about. And he finally saw the test. And he was just like super excited. And we had Caleb. Caleb was born on June 6th. He was another part of my journey. Though I had a pretty good pregnancy, I just had really bad heartburn, as you can see. He did not want to come out. We had him, I was being induced, and he got in distress, and I got in distress, and we ended up having a C-section. But we have our beautiful little boy, and we thought we were good. And we found out a couple of months ago that I'm pregnant again. So our babies will be 11 months apart. But along with that, we also found out that the breast cancer is back, but this time it's in my neck and the lymph nodes in my neck. And it's been caused a few health issues. Fluid around the lungs, which caused shortness of breath and cough. But through it all, we just smile and we just focus on what is a part of our plan and where we want to go. So every day when I wake up, I have to refocus. I have to think about, okay, what I gotta do today? What is my purpose? What has God called me to do? And to make sure that I only stick on that and not what the doctors say. Because it don't matter what they say, it only matters what God says.